Saudi Arabia is a very large and important country. It sits in the heart of the Middle East, a region of great historical and strategic value. The country occupies most of the vast Arabian Peninsula. Its long coastlines stretch along the Red Sea to the west and the Persian Gulf to the east. This strategic location has made it a crossroads for trade, culture, and power for thousands of years. It shares borders with many neighboring countries, including Jordan, Iraq, Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, the United Arab Emirates, Oman, and Yemen, placing it at the very center of regional dynamics and interactions. The sheer size of the kingdom makes it a dominant geographical feature, influencing the climate and geography of the entire peninsula. The importance of Saudi Arabia extends far beyond its impressive size. It is a key player on the world stage, with significant influence in global politics and economics. This influence stems from its role as the world's largest exporter of oil, a resource that powers industries and economies across the planet. The kingdom is also a founding member of powerful international organizations, such as the Gulf Cooperation Council and the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries. Its decisions can affect energy prices and political stability far from its own borders. Leaders from around the world pay close attention to the developments within the kingdom, because what happens in Saudi Arabia often has a ripple effect felt globally. When you look at a map, you can truly appreciate the scale of Saudi Arabia. It is a land of immense open spaces, connecting Asia, Africa, and Europe. This geographic position has historically made it a vital link in ancient trade routes, like the famous incense route, which carried valuable goods such as frankincense and myrrh from the south of the peninsula to the Mediterranean world. The control of these routes brought wealth and power to the ancient kingdoms that once thrived here. Today, its modern ports on the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf continue this legacy, serving as critical hubs for international shipping and commerce, linking the economies of the East and the West. The kingdom's full name is the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and it was officially founded in 1932 by King Abdulaziz Al Saud. He unified different regions of the peninsula into a single state. The nation is a monarchy, ruled by the Al Saud family, and its governance is deeply rooted in Islamic principles. This combination of size, strategic location, economic power, and its unique political structure makes Saudi Arabia a fascinating and complex country. Understanding its geography and its role in the world is the first step to appreciating the many layers of its culture, history, and its journey into the modern era, a journey that continues to unfold with each passing day. A vast and beautiful desert landscape defines much of Saudi Arabia. The famous Rub al-Khali, or the Empty Quarter, is the largest continuous sand desert in the entire world. Its massive rolling dunes can stretch for hundreds of miles, creating a sea of golden sand that seems endless and untouched. This powerful desert environment has shaped the lives of its inhabitants for centuries, fostering resilience, a deep sense of hospitality, and a unique Bedouin culture. The desert is not just empty space. It is a place of profound beauty, with its own delicate ecosystem and a history written in the tracks of camel caravans that have crossed its expanse for generations, connecting distant oases and cities. Beyond its stunning deserts, Saudi Arabia holds a place of unparalleled importance in the Islamic world. It is the birthplace of the religion of Islam, which began in the 7th century with the Prophet Muhammad. Because of this, the country is often referred to as the cradle of Islam. The faith is not just a part of the culture, it is the very foundation of the nation's laws, social structure, and the daily lives of its people. The call to prayer echoes from mosques 5 times a day in every city and town, marking the rhythm of life. This deep religious identity gives the kingdom a special spiritual authority and responsibility within the global community of over 1 billion Muslims. The 2 holiest cities in all of Islam, Mecca and Medina, are located in the western part of Saudi Arabia. Mecca is the site of the Kaaba, the black cube-shaped building that Muslims around the world face during their daily prayers. Every year, millions of Muslims undertake a pilgrimage called the Hajj, a journey to Mecca that is a religious duty they must perform at least once in their lifetime if they are able. This massive gathering is one of the largest annual human congregations on earth, a powerful symbol of unity and faith. The city is a bustling spiritual center dedicated to worship and reflection for believers from every corner of the globe. Medina is the second holiest city, known as the Prophet's City. It is where the Prophet Muhammad and his followers sought refuge after leaving Mecca, and it became the first capital of the Islamic State. The Prophet's Mosque in Medina is a major site of pilgrimage and is the final resting place of the Prophet Muhammad himself. The city has a serene and peaceful atmosphere, offering a deep spiritual experience for visitors. Together, Mecca and Medina make Saudi Arabia the spiritual heartland for Muslims worldwide, drawing countless pilgrims who come to connect with the very roots of their faith, reinforcing the kingdom's central role in the Islamic tradition. For many centuries, the economy of the Arabian Peninsula was based on traditional activities like trade, fishing, and nomadic herding. Life was often difficult and resources were scarce. However, everything changed dramatically in the 1930s with a monumental discovery. Geologists found vast reserves of petroleum, or oil, buried deep beneath the desert sands. This discovery of black gold would set the kingdom on a completely new path, unlocking immense wealth and potential. The initial discovery was just the beginning of a new chapter that would redefine not only Saudi Arabia's future, but also the global energy landscape for decades to come. The discovery of oil completely transformed Saudi Arabia's economy and society in a remarkably short period. The income generated from exporting oil to the rest of the world funded incredible development projects across the country. This newfound wealth was used to build modern cities where there was once only desert. The government invested heavily in creating world-class infrastructure, including highways, airports, and seaports. It also established essential public services, such as hospitals and schools, providing free healthcare and education to all its citizens. This rapid modernization improved the quality of life for millions and turned the kingdom into a major economic power. This oil wealth fueled the growth of impressive modern cities like Riyadh, the capital, and Jeddah, a major port on the Red Sea. These cities are now home to stunning skyscrapers, luxurious shopping malls, and international hotels. They have become vibrant centers of business and commerce, attracting professionals and workers from all over the world. The kingdom's growth was carefully planned, aiming to balance rapid development with the preservation of its cultural and religious heritage. The skylines of these cities stand as a powerful symbol of how oil revenue has enabled Saudi Arabia to build a modern nation while remaining deeply connected to its historical roots. The traditional way of life in Saudi Arabia also includes distinctive clothing and cuisine. Men often wear a long white robe called a thobe, which is comfortable in the hot climate. On their heads they wear a gutra, a square cloth that is held in place with a black cord called an agal. Women traditionally wear a black cloak called an abaya over their clothes when in public, along with a headscarf. The country's food is rich and flavorful, with popular dishes like kabsa, a fragrant rice dish served with spiced chicken or lamb. Dates and Arabic coffee are symbols of hospitality and are offered to guests as a sign of welcome, reflecting a culture of generosity. In recent years, Saudi Arabia has been undergoing another significant transformation, this time driven by a vision for the future. Under a plan called Vision 2030, the country is working to diversify its economy beyond oil and open up to the world in new ways. This has led to exciting changes in society, particularly in the realms of entertainment and culture. For the first time, cinemas have opened, and the country is hosting major international concerts and music festivals featuring famous artists from around the globe. These events are drawing large crowds and creating a new, vibrant social scene for citizens and residents alike, especially the youth. Sports have also become a major focus of this new era of change. The kingdom is investing heavily in hosting world-class sporting events, from championship boxing matches and Formula One races to professional golf tournaments and international soccer competitions. These events not only provide thrilling entertainment for the public, but also help to position Saudi Arabia as a global hub for sports. Furthermore, there is a growing emphasis on encouraging a more active lifestyle among the population, with new sports facilities and clubs opening across the country. This push into the global sports arena is changing how the world sees Saudi Arabia. One of the most important aspects of this transformation is the expansion of opportunities for women. In recent years, women have gained the right to drive, and there has been a significant increase in their participation in the workforce. Women are now taking on roles in many different fields, from business and technology to government and the arts. They are becoming entrepreneurs, leaders, and key contributors to the country's economic growth. This empowerment of women is a cornerstone of Vision 2030, and represents a profound social shift that is reshaping the fabric of Saudi society for future generations, creating a more inclusive and dynamic nation. As it looks toward the future, Saudi Arabia is warmly welcoming visitors from all over the world. The introduction of new tourist visas has made it easier than ever for people to come and explore its wonders. Travelers can discover ancient historical sites like Al Ula, with its stunning rock-hewn tombs, dive in the crystal-clear waters of the Red Sea, or experience the bustling energy of its modern cities. Saudi Arabia invites the world to see its rich history, its breathtaking natural landscapes,